Good day, everybody. Shouldn't be this hard. Oh, it's snowing. Look at that. That's... And where is my tractor? I don't even know if there's any jobs. Oh, there are jobs. There's two jobs. There's one literally above right next to my phone. I could do both. I could literally just using the same machine in front of me. I really don't. I can just do this. I know I said it. Oh, you Oh, we're not getting paid for that one. I thought I clicked the one with borrowed items. I might just like copy thing, but let's see now. I think it's gonna seem I'm gonna add for the video. So that's a recent one. Recently. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. Okay, wait, no. Okay, so this is today's video. Okay, that makes sense. Now, I don't know if it's gonna have everything in it. It does. So, okay, that's the way we're gonna do those from now on. Okay, so yeah, that's how we'll do those. And actually, we have everything to make this too. So. I might get that ready to go too. We'll see. ideas why I do some other things. What is that? Okay. Yeah, farmers work through almost any type of weather. Okay. That's done. So I need video. So let's see. Wow. Okay, so yes, I believe where it starts. Hang on. So two. So if I'm doing this right, it'll do 2, 4. So let's do this. Yep. 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2. And I think I have the wrong one by accident. Eight. 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2. Actually, the first two are right. we got everything. Alright, so that's that done. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. So now we need to go up to this category. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. Oh, God. Thinking 2, 4, 6, 8. No. It's 8, 5, 4. What was it again? 2, 8. It was 2, 8, 5. So keep the photos that are 2 then. Those that are 4. Do this. So 2, 2. 2, 4. No. 2, 8, 5. It was 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. And then 2. So I got those. Okay, so these 2. So we need to do the 8. In this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2. So I think I got it. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4, and then 2. So now I have to do 5. 2, 8. Yeah, 2, 8, 4, right? 2, 8. Yeah. That comes from 5. Easy because it's literally this one. So 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5. 2. That's 8. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2. So I'm doing this right again. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. 2, 8, 5, 4. And now what I have to do is add the fourth scene. And scene number 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to have this scene. 2854, 2854, 2854, 2854, 2854, 2. It should go like this. Done. That's done. That's ready to be saved as well. Save. Make sure to like and subscribe, view and comment, and share with everybody you know. How about we get into those podcasts?
Basically, she went on Etsy and she found this woman that makes these little tennis balls that are filled with, like, you know, biodegradable glitter, blue or pink. So Sam opens up the box.
I've heard this one before.
Opening it up quietly. Sam grabs the ball, tosses it up, and he smashes it. Welcome back to the lunch table.
I've seen this one.
Abby, I know the gender of my child. We did a gender reveal party this past weekend, and I got a vote to pick with the future mother of my child. I'm furious with Sam. Poor Kay. Well, we're going to get into that, but you look weathered. I mean, what? It's been a couple weeks since we recorded this podcast, and you look like 11 years older. I mean, what happened to you? You're unshaven. You're unbuttoned. It's like you don't care about this podcast. No. This is me trying to the max. Trying out new looks for the fans, for the crowd, for the new audiences. If you guys are listening on audio only, right now Abby is unshaven. I will give it to you. Your hair is looking pretty good, but he's got a unbuttoned shirt with an undershirt sticking out. You look disheveled. Okay, so here's the thing. I take off all my clothes as soon as I enter the house because the baby and also just comfortability. So I'm always down to the white t-shirt and underwear. And what happened was I was running up to the pod and I was like, no, I should put my dress shirt on. And I started buttoning it up again. And then I was like, you know what? It might be kind of cool, chill, relaxed to unbutton it. And turns out I think I look like, some expletive or human excrement thanks to you. You're the second person. Sorry. I forgot. I was watching the old clips.
I forgot I'm reformed. I'm not supposed to be mean.
Yeah, we had a podcast. I was just editing a podcast the other day where you opened the podcast by saying, Brandon, I'm calmer. I'm not getting angry. And then 10 seconds later, you tell me about your friend who you said is extremely ugly.
I'm trying to make new lifestyle changes, Brandon.
Okay.
That's a big thing. This is a new theme, right? You're going to be a father. So you'll see that certain choices you make, you start to, let's get real a little bit, you start to like worry about your mortality and your age and things like that. And my lifestyle choices have been horrific. So, I mean, we're talking bad.
Like food and lack of exercise? Is that what we're talking about? Because I know you're not a smoker, you're not a big drinker, so what are these bad decisions you're making?
My lack of exercise is jarring. But what has been more jarring is my food choices, and I'm just falling into a deep, deep spiral. But I will say, ever since I had a kid, and it's a genuine thing, I think I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It does, but it's also this state of, I'm so happy that one, you think the shoe's going to drop. Two, you're also thinking, I want sustained happiness. And the other thing that bothers me the most is, Fatso McGee over here. So, long story short, I'm in lunch. They have a food truck fest at work today.
Okay.
And I'm off sugar. And they're ordering waffles. And they go, what kind of waffle are you getting? I go to this other coworker named Steve. And I go, I'm not getting anything. I'm off sugar. I'm trying to make better lifestyle changes. And while he's eating the waffle, without skipping a beat, he goes, yeah, you need to.
Then he was housing the waffle?
He goes, not even joking. He was like, yeah, you need to.
Wow. Well, let me get into my, I want to get into my gender reveal weekend. Okay, so we had the family over. The first party we thrown at the house, 37 people. That's not my bone to pick or anything like that, but we had 37 people at the house. Outrageously stressful. We've never thrown a party in our lives at this house. What? What are you pointing at yourself for? You want an invite?
You couldn't have made it 40?
No, 37 people was all immediate family.
Okay.
It was only parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins. That's it. We didn't have any extended family, not a single friend. Steve, not invited. Not that he wanted to. He didn't want to be invited anyway, but Steve was not invited. I mean, it was only immediate family, but the problem is, it was my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family, Sam's whole side of the family. They all have kids now. I mean, it was a madhouse. Also, afterwards, Sam and I got like the worst stomach virus I've ever had in my life. Well, it wasn't the worst I've ever had, but we were throwing up for like 24 hours after the party.
Was?
Yeah, both of us. I was worried about Sam.
Yeah, that's scary.
She was like, I mean, I lost 5 pounds in a day. It was, I'm sure it's all water weight, but like, we weren't eating, we were throwing up every 5 seconds. But for a pregnant woman, they say you're actually not supposed to lose weight.
Brandon, 5 pounds for me, blip on the radar. That's like morning to afternoon.
You gain or lose 5 pounds every hour.
For you, 5 pounds is a state of emergency.
If I turned sideways, I disappeared. Other than my nose, that was the only way you could see me.
Yeah, this weekend I caught a bad stomach bug, lost 10% of my body.
Dude, oh, it was terrible. I know it was one of those little rats walking around our party. One of those little gremlins. Which I'm going to be having soon, so I have to be nicer to them.
You got to be prepared for this because
we're going to be sick every week. I know.
The way they inflict on the pain on your body. My wife the other week, I was sick again. Luca was sick again.
So here's a question: does it start when they go to daycare? Is that when it really starts?
Bingo, bango.
Yep.
Daycare is the root of all hell when it comes to your health.
Yeah.
Once you go to daycare, consider your life and your immune system chilled. And I think that's what's generating the lifestyle change. But for you, Brandon, you haven't been outside in a decade.
I know. My mom was a kindergarten teacher, so I was like, all right, as a child, I definitely had an awesome immune system. I feel like it's probably weakened over the last, like, ever since I quit my job. You know,
This is gonna hit. This is gonna hit harder than COVID in Wuhan, China.
I am, like I said, I'm going to be dying sick every week. It's going to be that. Well, hey, at least after the baby is born, how long is it until you take them to daycare? It's like 4 months, 5 months.
It's basically however long one of you guys is going to be around with the baby. So if Sam goes back to work in 4 months, it's usually typically 4 to 5 months.
4 or 5 months. So I've got, like, the baby's not going to be born for another 5 months. Then I've got another 4. So I got about a year. And then I'll just be dead.
In a weird way, you're in kind of a good position because after the 4 or 5 months, you you actually don't get sick those 4 to 5 months. Especially you guys, you're never going to leave the house.
Yeah, because you're all home. You're going to be home.
So you're going to feel like a spry chicken. But then once the baby goes to daycare for you, it'll still be like the summer, and it's just not as
because. So the baby's going to be born in April. So you got April, May, June, July, August, and I'm pretty sure Sam said she's going to go back to work in like early October, right? So it's getting cold, right? I'm going to run into a brick wall.
This is brewing up a storm that your fragile little bones could not handle.
This podcast is just going to be you talking and me just like, what the fuck? You sound like RFK.
we're gonna have a Halloween episode where you're literally just a living skeleton. It's just me talking.
Oh yeah, it's like the old lady from SpongeBob with the chocolate. That's gonna be me. It's gonna be. But let me get back to the weekend. So even though I got
just question.
Oh yeah.
This is about the thing.
Yeah.
If you have to pinpoint one child, who was the child?
Oh well, I know who it is. I know. It was Sam's sister's child because they had a stomach virus a week before, right? And we were like, well, a week should be enough time. Usually you're not contagious that long, but we looked up the neurovirus, which has been going around recently, and they said babies can be sick up to 2 weeks. And I know Sam was holding the new baby, so yeah, it just rocked. Yikes. But anyway, I will forgive the baby. She's not even a year old yet. Shout out Josie. I want to get into the party. So 37 people over. First off, we didn't even tell our families ahead of time that Sam was pregnant, let alone the gender. So other than our parents, it was a double whammy. So we got all 37 people there. We have videos, and I'll be sharing them with the people. I've shared a lot of them with you. We told them it was a housewarming party. That's why they were coming over. So everybody comes over. Sam and I get up to the front. We say, thank you guys so much for coming. It's really, there's another reason why we have you all here. We're having a baby. Oh, everybody goes crazy. People are crying. This is great. My uncle, my Uncle Rich, shout out Uncle Rich. He's the man.
Richie was there?
Oh, he was there. Yells from the back. He goes, what's the gender? And I go, oh, glad you asked. I mean,
what a segue.
It was made for content because my dad was rolling and the whole thing on camera, didn't even plan it. I go, I'm glad you asked. Because not only are we announcing that Sam's pregnant, but in an hour we're all going to go outside. We're going to tell you the gender. So Sam got like this little tennis ball. She tossed it up. I hit it, and it explodes the color. Either blue for the boy, pink for the girl. Okay?
Can I call something out? Because I've seen that video.
Yeah. Don't say the gender yet, because I want to tell everybody. I told you, I got a bone to pick with Sam, and I haven't said it yet.
Poor hand's looking a little weak, fella.
I thought I nailed it. It was a bad talk. Well, we'll get it.
It was a horrible talk.
We'll get into it.
But we knew that was going to happen.
But I build, repair, and protect muscle. The new GNC Ampre Buff. Only at GNC.
You. Same extra value meals at McDonald's. Now get a savory sausage with egg, plus hash browns, and a small coffee for just $5.
For limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Hawaii, Alaska, and California, and for delivery.
Here we go. Let's backtrack. So here we go. Sam got this, and this is what happened. Basically, she went on Etsy, and she found this woman that makes these little tennis balls that are filled with, like, biodegradable glitter, basically.
Dust.
blue or pink. So they send you multiple, and then you get like the letter from your doctor that says it's a boy or it's a girl, and you give that letter to someone you trust and you don't want to ruin the surprise. So Sam went to work and gave it to her boss and said, "Don't tell me what the gender is. Just open up this letter from the doctor, and then depending on what it says, put the blue tennis ball or the pink tennis ball in the box." Great, everything's going fantastic. We get to the gender reveal party. Everybody's outside. Everybody's all excited. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And you know, I made it very clear that I was rooting for a boy. Okay? So Sam opens up the box, and she's kind of opening it up quietly. I look in the box. The whole freaking thing is blue. I mean, the tennis ball exploded in the box. There's one ball in there, and the whole thing is blue. The ball is still intact, but there was like confetti. Blue dust everywhere. I get this rush of emotion. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was certain we were going to have a girl. I was fired up. I'm like, oh baby, TMG's getting his boy. We're going to be teaching him that forehand and that backhand. Sam grabs the ball, tosses it up on me, smashes it. The freaking thing turns pink. Everybody goes crazy. So, by the way, I guess I just ruined the surprise. We're having a girl. I'm thrilled. No, I am very thrilled. But I will explain to you what happened. So afterwards, I say, well, what the heck was all this blue in the box? She goes, oh, I'm so sorry. When I gave my boss the 2 balls, she dropped one of them, and it happened to be the blue one. And it kind of opened up in the box, and we kind of like tried to clean it up a little bit, and then I just gave her the 2 balls and said, don't tell me what the actual gender is. I'm like, you're not going to tell me that? This is like one of the biggest moments of my life. I'm about to find out the gender of my first child. Wait, the whole box is filled with blue, and you didn't think to mention ahead of time, like, oh, by the way, regardless of what the actual gender is, the box is going to be blue. We'll just ignore that.
But so did Sam know the gender?
No, she knew that the inside of the box was going to be covered in blue. She knew that her boss had dropped. So her boss dropped the blue ball right in front of her.
But then wouldn't the blue ball just explode?
No, it didn't explode, but I guess glitter came out the side of it. I don't exactly know. I feel like I was lied to. I think Sam might have known ahead of time.
You also said that the doctor tried to ruin your surprise.
Yeah, so we were getting the ultrasound, and Sam... So babies, when they're first born, have a tail. But that tail, it's only there for like 6 weeks. So by the time you have your first ultrasound, the tail is gone. But regardless, Sam had heard, oh, babies have tails, so she pointed at this thing and says, oh, is that the tail? And the doctor's like, oh, no, that's the beginning of, and then kind of realized that we don't want to know the gender, and she was like, oh, it's probably just the umbilical cord. Why the umbilical cord would be coming out of our baby's butt, I don't know, but I was like, whatever. Then, I was watching another video about babies.
How would that say the gender?
Because so basically, it was not the umbilical cord, it was the beginning of, like, the baby's reproductive organs. And I was watching a YouTube video about something else, and the woman was like, oh, if you see something that looks like a tail, it's going to be a girl. And I was like, oh, come on. And I saw that like a week ahead. So I wasn't 100% sure, but I was like 80% sure it was going to be a girl. Until I saw the freaking blue all over the inside of that box.
Did you get a pump fake? You said you got a rush of emotion. Did you feel like everything kind of changed in your worldview in that moment?
What do you mean? Like I was happy that we were having a girl?
No, it's just kind of almost a moment of like stunned silence.
I was going to say, I was kind of, this is weird to say because it's not like I was insane or anything like that. I was almost in a little bit of shock. Not even shock, just like my head was spinning.
Almost as if a flashbang had just went off.
Yeah. But even beforehand, even like as Sam was unboxing it, like I kind of blacked out. Honestly, if there wasn't a video of it, I don't know if I would remember. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is exactly why I said I wanted to learn the gender before the birth. Because I don't know, I'm not too proud to admit it. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't a boy. Now I've gotten over it. Now I'm learning to be very excited to be a girl dad. A lot of girl dads are coming out of the woodworks to tell me like it's the best thing in the world. They turn into teenagers. But I'm just saying, I'm not too proud to admit, yeah, I saw the pink, I was a little little disappointed, especially after seeing the blue in the box. The pump fake of a century by my wife.
So take me through it. You hear the birds chirping and the heavens open. The ball is flying into the air, and you go, here we go. Here's the start of the journey with me and my boy. You take your hand back into the air, swing.
Yeah, none of this was going through my mind. Like I said, I was blacked out. I don't remember. All I remember is looking back at the video, and it was not a good toss. You saw the video, and I'll show it in the podcast for the video.
Samantha, I understand you're pregnant, but your athletic ability has gone.
She's a good athlete, too. Or, I mean, we met in the tennis club. Sam's a good athlete. Not a good toss. And you said my forehand. How phenomenal was my footwork to adjust?
You did get stuck between an overhead smash and a forehand a little bit.
Yeah, I got jammed.
You got jammed. You got jammed right off the pump.
And I know it's funny, if you listen to the video carefully, you can hear Sam's uncle or aunt, someone in the background go, don't miss it. I mean, I crushed that thing right in the middle of the strokes. What a premier athlete. Shout out to you.
So, Brandon, this actually reminds me of the story. And I get it. I am reformed. But for this moment, maybe I have a little dose of the past.
I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let you get away with this.
You're a good friend.
And you're claims, no. You claim that you're reformed, and we call you out on this every time. But all you do, you're not reformed. You just say you're reformed and then do exactly what you've always done. You go, I'm reformed, but this guy's a scumbag. I'm reformed, but this girl's ugly. You can't do that. You're either reformed or you're not reformed. I think the people just want Abby.
Okay, these are two of my best friends, and yes, I am going down a different path to them. Like, two of our best friends, total dirtbags, Jeremy and Sydney.
And then you drop the names too. Unbelievable.
And I love them. But this is what they do. They invited us over, same thing you guys did. By the way, we're pregnant. Today's the gender reveal. Goes up, it was a volleyball. They throw it up in the air. Bad toss. Sorry, Cindy. Jeremy has to sprint towards it, crushes it, girl.
Okay.
We freaking find out a couple months later that they had already done a gender reveal for their entire family, so they knew what the gender was.
Like they pretended like they were surprised?
Yeah, it was a big deal. They're some of our closest friends. And we really brushed over this, by the way. After a while,
they did a fake gender reveal?
It wasn't just like it was just friends there. Their siblings were there. And then they go, oh yeah, we had already done one for our siblings like 2 weeks ago. It's like, so you did this whole elaborate ruse?
So there were people at the party that knew.
Yeah.
And they acted like it was new news. What's the point of that?
I gotta be honest, I love it. Top 10 weird thing to do.
Yeah, also, like, that's really the biggest moment is for you and your wife. Like, your friends and your family. I'll put it there. Your family cares. Your friends, I'm going to be honest. Friends do not care the gender of your child. See, that's my fear with the whole girl. Like, my lineage is at risk because a lot of my cousins are girls. One of my cousins was like my dad's sister's child, so his last name is not my last name. And then I have an older cousin who doesn't seem like he's having kids, so it's like, it kind of feels like the weight of my family name is on my shoulders. Over one there so far.
How many heirs to the next level are there?
0 right now.
Whoa. The name's going to be...
If Sam and I do not have a second child, and that second child is a boy, the name dies with old TMG.
How many sons do the Pizzas have?
Yeah, well, their last name is Pizza.
No, I know, but I just want to know how many pizzas are around.
I don't know. There's a lot of pizzas. But yeah, my last name is on life support right now.
That's one of the most... We do glance over that, and it sounds like an inside joke, but it's crazy that you
No,
have cousins that are...
I actually have cousins that live in Italy, and their last name They're pizzas. Like their last names are pizza. It's great.
Who's tricking you into believing that being a girl dad is better?
Pretty
Because
much everybody, right? Because I think it's like when it rains on a wedding day and they tell the bride it's good luck, and the only reason why they say that is because now I'm real like my daughter likes these videos. It's funny how I just catch myself digging deeper. Now it's a little different. But telling the bride that rain on your wedding day is good luck is purely just to make her feel better because it's obviously unfortunate. So we'll say all of the girl dads have been coming up to me saying, like, I'm telling you, the first 10 years, so much easier. And then all the boy dads are telling me the same thing. Like, the first 10 years, the guys are just uncontrollable. But then everybody always says, the teenage years, that's when things get a little dicey.
Two things. Turn your head 90 degrees. Come listen in. Uncle Abby's about to teach you something. Then after that, here's a shoulder that you can cry on. Because I will emphatically tell you, being a boy dad, again, happiest time of my life. And I'm not rubbing it in, but I'm trying to, you know me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
You say it like it is, and that's what I want.
I see, looking into my son's eyes and knowing that the lineage and seeing him with my father and knowing that there's now 3 generations of us.
Yeah.
And that he is just going to be just the absolute, he's a stuff. And there's nothing about him that you're just looking at it. And anything he does wrong, king status.
Yeah.
Because, again,
He's got the name.
It's honestly, it sounds weird, but it's almost kind of, it's going to sound really bad, but the patriarchy. It kind of does have like a royal feeling where it's the firstborn son's firstborn
I have
son.
friends full of
He's
thoughts and stuff.
instantly, the heir apparent to the entire fortune.
Yeah. For sure.
And I feel like people are treating him like that. I think my parents are even openly air admitting, like, I haven't felt this rejuvenated in like 30 years. It's like,
Well, because Abby has all the listeners. So you're the first boy that has your parents' last name, and then you had a boy. So you single-handedly saved the name.
Also, I gotta be honest, we were Oppo. And boy, was I wrong. Because all I wanted.
All week, Abby's telling me you're having a boy. I'm 100% sure you're having a boy. He's like, why even do a gender reveal party? I'm 100% sure you're having a boy. That ball's pink. You know what's funny? Again, it's still wrong. I just found out like 6 days ago. In 5 months, when my child comes out, I'm going to be thrilled, right? I will thank the heavens that it was a girl, right? I will love this baby so much. But Penn State, okay, you know I love my Penn State football, and they have had the worst season of my life, right? Ever since I've gone to college, it's been they started the season number 2 in the nation, and they have completely collapsed. The coach has been fired. The quarterback's leg is in 4 pieces right now. The team loses every week. I don't remember the last time we won a game, but that's beside the point. Also, the Eagles have been struggling. The Phillies lost. Not that I really care about baseball, but it's been a rough time for my sports teams this month.
Carlos Alcaraz lost the sinner in the 6 Kings.
Even in tennis. So I'm furious about Penn State blowing like another loss. They were winning the whole time, lost in the last minute. And I furiously, over dinner, tell Sam, I'm like, I haven't had a win in a month. I was like, Penn State hasn't won. I was like, the Eagles can't win a game. I wanted a boy, and it comes out pink. And I said it like in actual fury. And she didn't say anything in the moment. And then an hour later, she's like, by the way, if you think that I didn't notice that you threw the fact that we're having a girl in there as that you haven't won in a month, I did not forget that. Yeah, in a fit of rage, I threw that in there. I'm going to be honest, I said Penn State Eagles, and then I was looking for a third to really hit it home. So, and I kind of came up blank, so I threw that in there. Yeah.
Dude, sometimes you forget that you're not being recorded, that you don't have to play them for the cameras.
Yeah. Oh, man, it was funny,
How
though.
did your pregnant wife handle that, you psychopath?
She has been a freaking superstar. Like, you always see, like, and maybe this will start later in the pregnancy.
Besides tossing the ball.
The bad toss. She did have a bad toss on the gender field. Other than that, I'll give her a pass. I can play so much more than her. I mean, it's not even close.
That's always been the case.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying they always say I complain more. I'm more emotional. Like, I'm less mentally stable. Like they say, pregnant women have all the hormones and crying. And Sam is solid as a rock. She's been there to comfort me during my tough times of my football team that has nothing to do with my life losing. Like, it's really funny how much I let sports bother me sometimes, and I'm like, those players don't even know I exist. All right, changing gears. We're not going to talk about babies all the time, but like I said before, we will give you guys updates about my baby. But yes, I'm having a girl. I'm still adjusting to the idea, but I'll come around to it. I will come around to it. If my daughter is watching this video in the future, I'm sorry I didn't want you at first, but I'm sure now I'm happy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, dude, me and Steve we worked on this vlog where we built a secret movie theater in my basement. Right? It is awesome. I got this freaking 85-inch flat screen TV. We got this surround sound speaker system. And then the highlight of it are these chairs. Right? So I got an email from this company called Valencia Chairs.
Okay.
And they were like, hey, we'd love for you to test out our chairs. Do you have an idea? And I was like, what if I make a movie theater in my basement? I've always wanted that as a kid. So I was like, yeah, here's this idea. They were great. They're like, yeah, we love the idea. Let us know what chair you want. So they sent me, I want to get the name right because these chairs are freaking awesome. They sent me it is an Oslo XL console chair. These chairs are the most comfortable chairs I have ever sat in my life. I'm going to send you a picture of what it looks like. This thing holds 3 people, but then there's a console right down the middle with lights. There's an outlet. There's cup holders. The chairs have lumbar support and back support. Your legs go up. It's a recliner. Dude, this is the greatest chair I've ever sat in my entire life. I'm sending you a picture right now.
I just Googled it already.
Dude, they're unbelievable.
I think my cousin, Jesus, has these chairs in his movie theater. They're unreal.
Dude,
Takes you to another universe.
They asked me, they were like, would you mind saying something in the podcast in addition to the video? And I was like, yeah, sure, or whatever. Like, I'll try them out. Dude, these chairs are awesome. The only problem, there's one problem with the chairs. I freaking fall asleep in the chairs every time Sam and I go down there to watch a movie. Like, I'm not joking, and this happens to be at movie theaters. Movie theater chairs used to be fine, and then, like, 10 years ago, they started adding, like, the legs going up and the extra plush leather. And ever since then, I haven't been able to sit for a movie without falling asleep, and now my basement is no different.
Now, there's 2 problems with the chairs, Brandon. One, you're the only owner of them.
Today, we'll be assembling a Bosch Jet Jetter Conversion Kit number 2. The first step is going to...
Okay.
I don't have any.
No, you don't.
I would prefer one, but you are right. You were right when you said that. Chairs have ruined movies.
They've been too good. Downgrade the chair. I want to be sitting in like a metal folding chair when I watch a movie.
With spikes in it, just
yes. Yes, keep me honest. Because as I'm getting older, I'm falling asleep easier anyway. These chairs in there, they're made with real leather, by the way. I will leave a link in the description below. If you guys are looking for theater chairs, there's a console, so there's like 3 chairs side by side. You can get one if you just want like a recliner chair for yourself. I think they go as big as like 6 or 7 in a row. You can basically build like a full-size movie theater.
Does Valencia make other things that they can send me?
I mean, they're probably watching this video, so if they have something that they would like to send to you, what do you even want?
I mean, for starters,
A chair?
I would like a chair. second.
For
They're
choosing
not like
Ruby,
$10.
he looks
I don't know
transformed.
if they're just going to send you a chair.
No, they're
I don't know.
I promise you, I will be the most loyal little dog you've ever had. I would make my life Valencia.
Get Valencia tattooed on his forehead. But I want to get into another topic, right? And then we're going to get. I know you have a couple really good topics. This is a quick one. Andy's diabolical behavior. Okay? I've got something on you that just. I'm disgusted. Disgusted by your behavior. And I haven't told you about this one.
I got oppos.
Andy sent me a screenshot the other day. I forget what it was. 9 in the morning. Your phone battery was at 14%.
Yeah.
At 9 in the morning. I think the word diabolical is a little overused these days. It's a phenomenal word, but people are overusing it. This is the time to use it. Anybody that has a 14% phone battery at 9 a.m. needs their heads checked. You don't charge at night while you're sleeping like a normal human being?
I have a child.
Oh, you're too busy to plug your phone in?
Okay, I'm not too busy, but things get going, and you're just tired, so you fall asleep. But also, you little weasel. Sorry.
Well,
But also
someone I would call weasel if I was reformed.
if I wasn't reformed.
Or if you weren't reformed, yeah.
Yeah. I have an hour commute to work,
Shadow mode.
so my phone gets charged to 100% as I'm driving. It's the
Do you have you plug it in, or do you have the wireless on your phone?
No, I plug
Or
it
in your
in.
car? You plug it
It's
in.
the
They never even showed the robot
phone
mode.
gets charged in like
They're not
3
another robot.
minutes. It's not
Oh, actually, some of them might have been done.
2004 where I need to run 5 generators the size of Memphis, Tennessee to power up my cell phone through the night. That will last for an hour. Cell phone technology has caught up. I don't know if you've noticed this in Pennsylvania, but in New Jersey, we've got what we need to get through even with 14%.
I've always been a night charger. Ever since, we're going to date ourselves here and tell the people how old we are. Ever since I had my first flip phone, I've always charged at night. I wake up in the morning with 100% battery, and it lasts me the whole day. And once I get to the point where my phone can't last the whole day, then I know it's time to get a new phone. But my phone's like 4 years old. It still lasts the whole day.
Phone charging at night, I used to be a hardo about. And notifications on your phone. Like if your email has 800 emails in the pop-up ribbon in the red circle.
You're saying you would keep that down?
Keep it down and freak out on people who did not. Again, we're talking to Chillardo. My life has reformed. I'm going with the flow, fella. Let it go.
So you don't check all your emails anymore?
Not only do I check them, I get a little sick feeling of positivity when it's like 600 emails because I'm like, it's still a big deal. People are still reaching out. J. Crew Factory, Lids.com.
I get texting. Like, if you have 600 texts, I could see you saying you feel like a big deal. Bragging about having 600 spam emails in your folder that's a different level. Like, what's your most recent email that you have? It's going to be like an advertisement for...
Brandon, these are really my most recent emails.
Yeah.
Evites to my party, return at Amazon.com, ESPN, and California Pizza Kitchen rewards.
Wow. What a big deal. That's fair. No, hey, you gave me a good answer. Honestly, once you said that you charge in your phone or in your car on your way to work, I have nothing to say about it. Yeah. Should we talk about, we record these episodes like a month ahead of time, but right now it's Halloween in like days. Should we talk about this little feud we have?
Oh, whoa.
What?
You run in the east, I run the east, you run the west. There's no
west. I live like right next to New Jersey. In what part is that west?
Well, what I'm saying is, people, you know what? I think there's a lot of haters in the friend group. They try to create this divide that does not exist between us and our parties.
I'm going to be honest, I don't get upset about it at all. But everybody in our friend group seems to make this big deal about it.
They like chide and snide about this all the time. They're like, really, that's the day of Brandon's party. That's the day of Abby's party.
The funny thing is, half the people that complain about it don't come to either of our parties.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm glad. Nobody's going to break us up, Poppy. You stay with me. We're good.
Every year, Abby throws a Halloween party, and I throw a Halloween party. Normally, he does it on Friday. I do it on Saturday. But he's preparing for his, so he doesn't come to mine. I prepare for mine. I don't go to his. And a couple people go to both. This year, I think because of your baby,
Literally,
both of our parties are on Saturday.
there's only one person who's ever been to both.
Steve.
It's just Steve.
Yeah.
So I don't we invite like 20 mutual people. 18 of them don't show up to either.
Do you feel like you're losing steam with the Halloween party?
Okay, I gotta be honest.
Are you
this
gaining?
No, this year's a big deal. So last year I felt like we lost steam. At the end of the night, I was like, stamp it. This was by far the worst Halloween party.
No, but that's not even what I mean. I don't even mean the vibe. Like, the people that come to the party always have a great time. Every year I feel like now I need to fight to get people to come to the party.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It was turnout, vibe, etc. Where I was like, we have lost a little steam. So this year's important.
How many people do you normally get? Like these last couple of years? What are you expecting at your party this weekend?
At peak time, it should be about 40 to 45 people.
Whoa. We have like maybe 25, 20. Ours is a lot smaller.
When I went to yours, I thought it was like 40 people.
Yeah, but that was back in the day. We haven't been pulling those numbers for years.
Yikes, views are down and invites are down.
Views are down, friends are down.
You're having a girl, everything's
Having
going
a girl, instincts losing. All is bad in the TFG world.
Is it just because people have kids and they're just
Everybody has kids now, and they're like, well, I don't know. I didn't get a sitter. I think they just don't want to come anymore.
There's a lot of contention about my costume.
Oh, gosh.
If it should be done. And it's not for the reason you might be thinking. It's not political.
Okay.
It's not
religious.
It's not religious. But my wife's kind of like, I have coworkers coming to this, and I'm like, so do I. I've always wanted to do this costume, and I think this is the year to do it. But I gotta tell you, I put it on, and even me, the bravado I've got, went down a notch.
Oh,
do you see it?
No. You're going as Borat?
I'm going as Borat in the bikini. Like,
are you really gonna wear that?
Rando, you want it? Just because we're friends, I won't show the camera. You gotta see it. It's terrifying. I said to this
fine. Show it to me on the camera, but I'll just go to my reaction. So all right, I won't see it.
Put it down. Make sure you blur it out. I don't want that on the internet.
The blackmail that I own on you now. I have the power to post the picture.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't unsee that.
Is it too much?
When did you take that picture? Recently?
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
Did Kayla take the picture?
Yeah.
And she's like, okay with that. Now it's even funnier, her saying I have coworkers coming to that. Like, have you met all these coworkers? Here's a question. Will you be meeting anybody for the first time?
Yes, I will.
Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to my house. Just dressed like Borat.
I'm not trying to make people feel uncomfortable.
No, I know. I just don't know how well you know the people. Like, if I wore that in front of all my college buddies, hilarious.
But they're wives.
I might be uncomfortable. I don't know.
It's not
I don't know how well you know them.
But I don't want someone coming to my house, and God forbid, like, that's the real scary thing, like, leaving the house and be like, that guy's, like, a legit, like, pervert, or, like, gross.
Yeah, I don't know how people will take it. I think it's hilarious, and I think I would be your clientele that would get the joke and find it very funny, but I don't know.
I've always wanted to do this costume. Also, what you don't notice about this costume, Brandon, I've now studied the photo. In that costume, which is so Borat, so funny, he's wearing dress shoes and dress socks, like, on the beach.
So you're going to wear that, too?
Yeah. And Also, that's why I've been growing out the beard.
Oh,
For the mustache.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna
It's
ask
only
you.
been like 5 days, but yeah. I want to look disheveled. That's kind of the bit for the purpose of Borat.
I get it.
So very nice.
That's crazy. I got a topic here on my phone, completely unrelated to what we've been talking about, but it's what's the best letter? Just like the best letter in the alphabet. You sent that to me earlier. The nicest letter.
So we were writing our signature at work, and
Okay.
I've done a lot of thinking about this over the years, but yet I still don't have a letter. I think it's pretty safe to say there's certain letters, no bueno.
Wait, can we go through all 26 letters in the English alphabet, and
Sure.
we just say thumbs up, thumbs down? Simple, right?
Go.
Because I think you just know.
Lowercase or uppercase, because that's a big...
Let's just go uppercase. Let's keep it simple. Uppercase.
Okay.
Okay.
A.
You ready? So we're gonna
Let's
say
speed.
we'll say it and then thumbs up or thumbs down.
Probably not
A.
great for audio.
Probably not. But
Okay.
you guys can go along with us. We're basically ranking the letters, right? And then we'll say our favorites at the end. Let's just go through all of them. A, thumbs up.
Yep. B.
Uppercase B, thumbs up.
C.
I would give C a thumbs up.
C sucks.
I like a C.
It's a half-failed attempt at an O. Not so good.
All right.
No D.
D, thumbs up.
D's nice.
E,
Ah. Oh, I don't
No.
like E.
No.
Yeah, because it's too much work. F is horrible. Let's
F
just
is
get
the
past that.
F is the worst one so far.
F is
G,
the worst one.
thumbs up.
G's nice.
G's nice.
Nice.
Now I got like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
No. I'm literally debating H.
I'll give H a thumbs up.
I'm gonna go thumbs down. It's not
Really?
appeasing to like write.
It's okay.
All right, keep going.
I,
Kind
go
of a
thumbs
loser.
down.
If it's the single I, bad. But if it's the I with the perpendicular lines,
Yeah.
feels kind of nice.
J, thumbs down.
J sucks.
K,
Love it.
really?
Would have a baby with it. Keep going.
Right.
L.
Loser. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am freaking God already.
I'll give the M
M
a
is
thumbs up.
fantastic.
M's a good one. N, yeah,
Sucks.
really?
It's N is a piece of crap M.
I like an N.
It's an unfulfilled M.
I don't know. We'll agree to disagree. O, I like the O. I like the O.
Sucks.
P, thumbs down.
P sucks.
Yeah.
This next one I feel like it could get contentious.
Q, thumbs up.
The Q rocks.
The Q's awesome. Underrated letter.
The
It
Q
might be the
is
most underrated.
the Q is the royalty of letters, right? I know it's also Queen, but I feel like it feels regal.
It feels very royal. Yeah, and it's big. It's got bravado.
It does.
It's got a big chest.
A Q feels like an opera singer.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
They don't do elemento anymore.
Oh yeah, now it's like L M N O, right, or something like
Yeah.
that. So, all right, if you don't know what we're talking about, everybody knows the alphabet: A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. But now, how do they say it?
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N L M N.
No, I don't think. I think it's like H I J K L M N O.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah,
They-
you're right. I think
They
you're
don't do the L M N O. The L M N O was always the best. That was the best part of the song.
Elemento is the best part of it. Taking Elemento out of the... That is like... This is what happens when you defund the Department of Education.
Here's the question: how old were you when you realized that the alphabet song was just "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star"?
35? You just blew my freaking
Today?
Are you serious?
Twinkle little star, A B C D E F G.
What came first?
I don't know. That's a good question. What came first, the alphabet or the egg? I'm assuming Twinkle Twinkle came first.
What came first?
Wow, I'm breaking news to you. That's exciting.
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star appeared later.
Later?
Yeah, so Alphabet Song was first.
No way.
Yeah, the melody, the tune originally comes from an 18th century French nursery rhyme titled Ah, Je dis Gerard Maman, first published in 1761.
Wow, I would have bet my life that Twinkle Twinkle came first, and then the Alphabet Song went to that.
It's also Google AI, so there's no shot this is right.
It's not always right.
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star was first.
Okay, all right.
By like 80 years.
Okay, you really got it. It's funny, like ChatGPT and Google AI, like there's some really cool uses, but sometimes they just lie to you. All right, so we did Q. What do we have next? Q R. R thumbs up. An uppercase R.
R's
Yeah.
nice. Oh, these next string of letters are elite letters.
S. Big
S is
time
fantastic.
thumbs up. Big
Yeah.
time.
Fantastic. T.
We have
Awesome.
T. Yep. T. U.
U. Sucks.
Yeah, I'm going down low.
But V's nice.
Yeah, a V's kind of
V's crisp.
kind of like luxury.
And then there's W.
We're probably forgetting letters. People are gonna be like, "You morons! You forgot a whatever." Yeah, I think it's
First of all, if you're listening through all of this,
yeah.
we gotta send them a T-shirt or something. They are
Yeah.
devoted fans.
All right, so what do we have? V W. Yeah, W.
W?
Yeah.
W's
No?
W. I was going back and forth on the W, and I feel like this is where the podcast might break up on the next letter.
X sucks. Wow. I like an X.
X stinks. It's not even a letter. It's kind of just two strokes.
And then we have what? Y.
Y's elite.
Really?
Y's nice. Like the
An
yellow.
uppercase Y. All right, I'll give you a thumbs up. And then C. Yeah.
Z's the coolest. Like the most unique.
All right, that was a fun topic.
All
All right, tell me the story. Tell me the story. You said you threw your back out at a Chili's.
Sitting there with my family, and it's the feeling. You know it when you get it. You just start tightening up. My sciatic nerve just locks up, and I know my back's getting thrown out come hell or high water, regardless of what's going to happen next.
Oh, you're
And-
so old.
And Brandon, the freaking anger that flowed through my veins, that was about as
You were
angry
mad
as
because you knew you were about to throw your back out?
Yes, and when you throw your back out, it sucks. Also, I'm a father now, so I gotta tend to my kid, and you're dealing with like muscle spasms and everything. And I have a Halloween party the next week that I had to do stuff for because it was a Sunday. So I was like, now my Sunday's shot, and my wife stands over me in the bed at 7 o'clock at night. She just looks upon me like, she doesn't say it, but she feels it. Like, you fat, pathetic piece of loser.
What was the motion that threw the back out? Was there like a you bent
Then I got up to
over
pee.
and that got you?
I got up to
So
pee.
so you just stood. That's what did it.
I stood and went, and the whole table was like, the whole table looked at me like, Uncle Abby, you okay? And I was like,
And then you can't walk now.
I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And I walked in such pain to the bathroom and came back and I like sat down at the table on my fourth bowl of chips and I was like, slammed my hand on the table and my wife was like, what's going on? I go, my back's thrown out.
That's the story of a 65-year-old man that you just told. Here's the question: after you had this moment, did you
keep
finish your triple dipper?
Yeah. I mean, I was mad, but I was hungry. It's not till I got home that night and probably had that moment where I was sitting in the bed feeling like an absolute freaking loser that I was like, all right, I'm done.
I think it's time for lunchtime, and I actually have one myself. So this is from Rycon Canal 4550. Lunchtime
Okay.
question. If you had a chance to meet any celebrity, who would you choose?
Okay. Are we
Yeah,
being
I'm
gross, or is this like you actually want to talk to them?
I've done him.
This is real life. Because if you pick like, oh, the hottest girl in the world, but then you're going to be bumbling around like an idiot, and you're also married, like, real answer tomorrow. And you get to open your front door, and this guy or girl is right there. Who are you picking? Celebrity.
Are they forced to talk to you?
That's a good question, because, like, if they don't want to be bothered, that would be miserable. So then you got to pick a person that you think would be friendly. Let's say that they're open to chat.
Oh, dear.
They're not going to brush you off.
I think we gotta choose
Flip you
like
people.
an ad
I
agency
mean, I
or
get
a
everyone else the
marketing
Titans, but
exec,
really,
like someone who's
I
You
hate
can't
people
just
who make
answer
limits
this
to these
question
characters.
like a normal person. You can't just say a celebrity. You're
Okay.
going to try to parlay this into, like, fame and fortune.
Sorry if I'm trying to help out your daughter.
I was going to say Rafael Nadal.
Yeah, but see, that's
Although, with Nadal, the big one would be I would want to play tennis with him. I feel like for you, a Portnoy could be a good one because, like, you can still have a fun conversation with the guy and it could lead somewhere.
yeah, but me and Portnoy would be bad news because he just would not find me interesting. He doesn't like. Well, I am really fat right now, so that does bode well. But beyond that, I don't know. I think it's got to be. My first instinct is probably a guy I've been choosing for a while, just because I find him fascinating, and I would love the one-on-one real discussion with this man on what he's done. I think I'm choosing the Biebs.
Justin Bieber.
I find Bieber fascinating, just because he's lived one of those unicorn lives that he's
Yeah.
been famous since he was like 13 years old.
You would need him to be like,
He's got to be engaged.
he's got to be engaged because if he doesn't want to meet you, he's going to just brush you off like a fly. I think this has got to be one of the most interesting men in the history of the world. And you know what? I think now that he's out of office, I think he would be more interesting. Barack Obama.
I was gonna say Obama, but I didn't want to look like too much of a lib.
No, I mean, I don't care what side of the political, like, parties you're on. Like, you know I'm not political. I think he would be an awesome guy to sit down with. He's also, like, super down to earth and, like, funny, but he could talk to anybody. Just a laid-back, reserved Barack Obama. I think that would be, if you get him in the right mindset, where he's really letting it out, I think that would be one of the most interesting conversations. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, I am having a girl. I'm getting more excited by the moment. Don't you guys worry.
Okay,
So,
my thing
check
is
us
can't
out
handle
on
with
audio
Roblox
only,
anymore.
Spotify,
It's gotten too laggy for a
Apple
lot of these.
Podcasts. I have links in the description
I'll
below.
leave that out.
Rate us 5 stars. It really helps out the podcast. We will be back in 2 weeks for another episode. I'm going to be a girl then. So I heard that AI is not.
See you on the next episode. Got videos on my channel. Like, subscribe. See ya.